Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we will be doing the arms, the legs, the ears, tail, and final assembly of this bunny. First, we will do the arms, and you will be making 2 of these. For round 1, it's 6 single crochet in a magic ring. As these arms are quite small, I don't like to stuff them, but you can stuff the arms at any point if you wish. In round 2, it's a single crochet, then an increase, and we do that 3 times to get 9 stitches. In round 3, it is 9 single crochet around. At the end of round 3, we are going to do a color change back to the clothing color. And I like to do this in the last stitch of round 3. In round 4, we are just going to slip stitch around. It is quite difficult to crochet over those ends using slip stitches, so I'm just going to knot those tails together from the color change. And then I will just tuck them into the piece later. In round 5, we are going to do 9 single crochet in the back loops only. In round 6, it is a single crochet, then a decrease, and we repeat that 3 times to get 6 stitches. For the next 2 rounds, so that's rounds 7 to 8, it is just 6 single crochet around, and I'll do this off camera. Now we can close with a slip stitch and cut the yarn, making sure to leave a tail for sewing. And once again, you'll be making 2 of these. Next, we will start on the legs, and we will be making 2 of these. In round 1, it is 6 single crochet in a magic ring. In round 2, we do 6 increases, which brings you to 12 stitches in round 2. In round 3, we do a single crochet, then an increase, and we repeat that 6 times to get 18. In rounds 4 to 6, so that's 3 rounds, we just do 18 single crochet a round. And I'll do this off camera. I'm going to start stuffing here, but you can do so later if you wish. In round 7, it's a single crochet, then a decrease, and we repeat that 6 times to get 12 stitches. In round 8, we do 6 decreases, which brings you to 6 stitches in round 8. For round 9, which is the last round, we just do 6 single crochet a round. Now we can close with a slip stitch and cut the yarn, making sure to leave a tail for sewing. I'm going to add a bit more stuffing here. And remember, we will be making 2 legs for the bunny. Next, we will start on the ears. In round 1, it's 4 single crochet in a magic ring. In round 2, it is 4 increases, which brings you to a total of 8 stitches in the round. In round 3, we do a single crochet, then an increase, and we repeat that 4 times to get 12 stitches. In round 4, it's 2 single crochet, then an increase, and we do that 4 times to get 16 stitches. In rounds 5 to 6, so that's 2 rounds, we just do 16 single crochet a round, and I'll do this off camera. In round 7, it's 2 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that 4 times to get 12 stitches. For the next 2 rounds, so that's rounds 8 to 9, we just do 12 single crochet a round, and I'll do this off camera. In round 10, we do a single crochet, then a decrease, and we repeat that 4 times to get 8 stitches. In round 11, which is the last round, we just do 8 single crochet a round. After round 11, I'm going to fold the ear flat and single crochet across both sides. Then we can cut the yarn, making sure to leave a tail for sewing. And you will need to make 2 of these ears for the bunny. Lastly, we are going to crochet the tail. For round 1, it is 6 single crochet and a magic ring. In round 2, we do 6 increases, which brings you to 12 stitches in the round. In round 3, we just do 12 single crochet around. In round 4, which is the last round, we just do 6 decreases, which brings you down to 6 stitches in the round. Now we can close with a slip stitch and cut the yarn, making sure to leave a tail for sewing. Now we are going to do the assembly. I like to start with the arms, and you can either have the arm facing up like this or downwards, but I like to sew it on like this. Place the arm in position at the side of the body. Then grab a stitch from the body, go up into a stitch of the arm, go down into the next stitch of the arm, and then grab another stitch of the body and repeat this all the way around. Then we can pull the yarn tail to the back of the body. I had camera issues when sewing on the second arm, but it will be done exactly the same with the tail brought back to the same spot and then tied together with this tail. Once both arms are sewed on, it should look like this. And now I will sew the legs on in exactly the same way. Place the bunny in a sitting position to determine where the leg will go. Then once again, we grab a stitch from the body and go up into a stitch from the leg, and then down into the next stitch of the leg, and repeat that all the way around. Once the leg is securely attached, we can bring that yarn tail through to somewhere else on the body. And then we will do the second leg in exactly the same way as the first, making sure it's symmetrical with the first leg. Bring the tail through to the same place as the first tail, and then we can knot the tails together. And just insert that knot into the body. Next, we will sew on the tail. Put the bunny in a sitting position and place the tail to balance the bunny with the two legs. Using the short yarn tail from the magic ring, insert that where you want the bunny tail to go, and bring that through to the other side of the body. Then, using the long yarn tail, we will sew the bunny tail on exactly the same way as we did the legs. Once it is secure, insert the yarn tail back into the body and out to the same point as the short yarn tail. Then we can knot them together and just insert that knot into the body. Now we will sew on the ears. You can either have the ear flat like this, but I prefer to have it pinched. Using the yarn tail, insert it into the bottom of the ear to pinch it. Then we can attach this to the head. I like to have the ear about 1 or 2 rounds from the center of the head. And we will sew it on exactly the same way as the other parts. You can go over the stitches a few times to make sure that the ear is secure. Once again, we bring that yarn tail to the back, and then we do the second ear exactly the same way. Lastly, we can embroider the nose. You will need about 30 centimeters or 1 foot of medium pink yarn. I like to sew on the nose from this stitch, going 4 stitches over, and then make a T shape like so. And then I just like to do that horizontal stitch again to make the nose a bit more prominent. Then we can just knot those tails together and insert them back into the piece. After that, your bunny should be completed. Thank you for watching this bunny tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up.